got reality?
Scene 3. The Pitchman.
The thing they will remember from the COVID crisis is this is the moment when everything went digital. And if this was the moment when everything became monitored. That we agreed to be surveyed all the time.
What? Who agreed to be surveilled?
Not just in authoritarian regimes, but even in democracies. And maybe most importantly of all, this was the moment when surveillance started going under the skin.
And he causeth all to receive a mark in their right hand, or in their foreheads.
Scene 4. The Flim-Flam Pharmakeia. The magic potion. The English word pharmacy originates from the Greek word pharmakeia. In the New Testament, the Greek word pharmakeia refers to the practice of sorcery or witchcraft, often involving the use of potions, spells, and enchantments.
For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
The Greek word for mark is charagma. The definition is a stamp to impress and to sign or engrave. Charax in the Greek is a pointed stake, rampart, or a palisade. It shares the same word origin as charagma. Microneedles are shaped like palisades. Microneedle array patches are micron-scaled medical devices used to administer vaccines, drugs, and other therapeutic agents. The microneedle array patch is pressed into the skin, delivering a luciferase tattoo and other therapeutics. Luciferase is a generic term for the class of oxidative enzymes that produce bioluminescence, as in fireflies. The microneedles are arranged to replicate the design of the Fleabag's signet ring, for ID purposes to buy or sell in society, and then is readable with a photometer. Joey the Shill.
Humans are now hackable animals.
And Klaus Schwab has all but said basically this, almost verbatim.
Can you imagine that in 10 years when we are sitting here, we have an implant in our brains, and I can immediately feel, because you all will have implants, and we measure your brain waves, and I can immediately tell you how the people react, or I can feel how the people react to your answers. Is it imaginable?
I think that is imaginable. I think
rapid developments in artificial intelligence and synthetic biology have led some to argue that we are on the cusp of creating such possibilities. If we're really on the cusp of creating an enhanced version of humanity, we should start to ask some big questions about what being human should mean, and therefore what an enhancement of humanity should entail. And then last quote, get this. If the human is an aspiring God, that's your other problem. You're another one who will buy the lie. Like Eve did in the garden, you can be God.
Then the last revolution, which began about 500 years ago, and which we are still really just in the beginning of it, is the scientific revolution. Again, humankind gains immense new powers, such big powers that you can say they might really transform us, not only from just apes into the rulers of the planet, they might transform us into gods. And this is meant literally, not as some kind of metaphor, but humankind are now in the process of acquiring divine abilities through scientific research and technological development. If in the Bible, God creates animals and plants and humans according to his wishes, so now humankind is gaining the ability to start redesigning and creating other animals and plants and also ourselves according to our wishes. So this is the third and potentially biggest revolution of all, the scientific revolution.